Hello everyone! Welcome back to Valhalla. I promised myself that if I play Valhalla today and there's still time, I will let myself play Dark Souls because I've gotten addicted to Dark Souls. But this is not the time to talk about Dark Souls. If you want to hear me gush about Dark Souls, you can watch my Dark Souls playthrough. This is Valhalla. We did another day yesterday and now it's time to go back to work. Actually, the work button is this way. And just in case I have to get rid of that notification. All right. December 28th. Good evening. Jill, I'm about to get firecrackers. Firecrackers? It's New Year's, right? We need some. Wouldn't firecrackers scare off the Yeah, good idea. Go ahead. I'll be back in a bit. Even for a cat lover, you sure get excited about firecrackers a whole lot more when dogs are involved. I know how hypocritical it sounds, and I don't care. Jamie's here. Yeah, we're like, oh yeah, it'll make the dog go away. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, it's him. Greetings. Anyway, let's start. He's gonna just appear again? That's awkward. Time to mix drinks and change lives? The guy that wouldn't come back twice. Wait, I guess we know that Jamie's here, but he just didn't talk to us or buy anything? Yeah, shut up. By any chance, did something fly over here 2 weeks ago? Are you a Lilum, by the way? You got looks like your head is detachable. On Friday? Yes. There were lots of weird explosion noises throughout the night. But as far as I understand, those were made by a flying drone or something like that. So it flew by here. I take it you know what made the noise? Let's just keep it at whatever drone story you heard. Right. Now I wonder if he's like some kind of a rebel. He came in complaining about kids thinking that they can overthrow the Zaibatsu by just being punks. Maybe he's serious about it. The noise got annoying after a while, I must say. So it remained in the vicinity. I don't know what counts as in the vicinity, but yeah. Distant explosions all night? Interesting. So it didn't get far away. Oh, now give me a Mars Blast. A Mars Blast for the guy that wouldn't come back twice. Alright. He is much more tolerable today. Make your face red. Six, 4, 2, 1. That's an odd number. As opposed to an even number. I wondered, I was like, 13, that seems like a weird number of things to put in. But then I was like, oh yeah, odd numbers. Here you go. You didn't mess up. Sorry, if I may interject, are you his target? You looking for a fight? Oh, certainly not. You really think you'd stand a chance? You're like half his size. I can fight dirty. He kills people for a living. I can fight dirty. Jill, please, you make me sound like a savage. It would be like me saying that you get people drunk for a living. It's not wrong, but there are better ways of saying stuff like that. You're right, sorry. And like I said, I'm not looking for a fight. I just noticed you seem to like strong drinks. What about it? Well, to be honest, it's a rare sight in this bar. I'd even come to believe I'm the only one here who enjoys them, aside from the owner. May I suggest you try a suplex next time? It might be to your liking. Huh. Okay, let's try this suplex thing. Alright, let's give Ingram a suplex. Oh, that sounded weird. It is bitter manly burning. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And let's make it big because we want to fill people up with alcohol. Alright, here you go. Is this the first one of these we've served? I don't remember seeing this graphic before. Here. Good stuff. Like a less burning but punchier pile driver. Say, your face looks somehow familiar, mister. Call me Jamie. And you are? I'm Ingram. Anyway, I think I saw your face somewhere. Maybe when I needed to look for a specific file at... Did you perhaps go through a nanomachine expunge? I did, actually. Figured as much. Only a handful of people do that. And almost all of them are people with nanomachine rejection that feel oddly suicidal. So why go through the whole thing? Rejection? Need to hide something? This second one. It's easier to remain undetected when they have no means to track you or your activity. I see. How does the expunge work? You lie in a pressure chamber and they give you a special IV solution. It causes nanomachine rejection while giving you the antibodies needed to prevent them from getting back in. For 5 hours, you're trapped in bed while a horrible pressure builds up in your body and nanomachines are forced out. They're like little needles all over your body. You feel them in your eyes, your gums, your toes, everywhere. They don't put you in anesthesia? Maybe that would nullify the stuff. And after all that, they need to implant you with a mechanism that constantly releases the same antibodies. Ouch. What are you having, Jamie? This is a gut punch. Yeah, should have figured. Hey, give me one of those. Sure. Let's give him a gut punch again. That sounded so right. Five. One of these. And then lots of alcohol. I want to learn his story. I want to learn what illegal stuff he's doing or what illicit stuff he's doing. Here. Yeah, I love these. It looks different from yours, though. Add a couple of extras in his, actually. So where's the antibody unit they stuck you with, Jamie? Inside, like all other maintenance systems. It can be troublesome at times, but the perks of not having nanomachines in the body outweighs the cons. And the rest of the enhancements? Were you reconstructed or have you been adding them over time? Over time, either by getting a much needed enhancement or through fixing injuries. I see. Well, it was a pleasure, Jamie, but I gotta leave. Nice meeting you, Ingram. Please come again. Don't count on it. Said that twice. Shut up. Seemed like a nice guy. Right. I won't call him a bastard, but he is not the nicest in the bunch. Maybe you caught him on a bad day? Nah, I just think you're just that good at bringing out the nicer side of people. Oddly enough. That guy tires the hell out of me. Someone's in a good mood. Give me a bad touch, will you? That way you'll be in a good mood too. Okay. Okay. 1, 2. So this is 10, so we can make it big. Rocks and mixed. Here you go. Jill, you have such a petty sense of humor. Guilty as charged. So, what put you in a good mood? Oh yeah, that. Today, my sister was supposed to be in court for all the custody proceedings. Of course, not only does she show up later than her husband, and drunk at that, but also dressed like she got fucked in the back of a parking lot. To top it off, she forgot to even bring her kids. Luckily, my parents brought them to court. The judge assigned the kids to my parents for the time being. So she really messed it up, huh? When they came back to the house and Diana started throwing a temper tantrum, she said it was lucky her husband didn't get the kids because the angst would make her jump out onto the highway. So Ava comes and says, "Then make sure it kills you because we aren't dealing with you as a cripple." I shouldn't reinforce that behavior, but I don't know, maybe it was the timing, but I've been laughing for an hour now. You hold quite the animosity for Diana, don't you? She and I used to be the closest friends when I was 7 or 8. We played all the time, we even slept in the same bed for a while. Then she turned into a teen. We stopped playing, she had other things she wanted to do. I could forgive all that, I mean the age difference and all. But there is something in particular I still can't forgive. It was a day she invited her friends to the house and I went to ask her something. As I was leaving, one of her friends asked if I was her sister. And she said she had no little sisters. Ouch. I think that was the moment that finally broke the pedestal I held her on. I admired her as much as a kid could admire someone, you know? Little by little, that admiration wore off until we finally reached that breaking point. I felt betrayed. And you haven't been able to forgive her after 40 years? Hey! It's not that I still hold a grudge against her, but rather, the Diana who said all those things so many years ago is the same Diana that I know today. How so? She hasn't matured one bit. She's still as selfish, childish, and immature as she was back then. When you see her, you don't see an adult, you see an overgrown, horny teen. So aside from destroying any admiration I held for her, she's made sure not to fix that impression. But enough about me, how are you? Everything's fine, aside from this note. Note? Remember how I told you I lashed out at my dead ex's sister? Yeah? I got this note from her. Let's see. Wow, she must really feel bad about the whole thing. As do I. So what's the problem then? The same fear that drove me away from her in the first place? Right. Give me a Brantini, will you? There's a little story I want to tell you. Right. There we go. So yeah, Jill and Alma are clearly very close friends and been close friends for a long time. They got this rapport, they can tease each other, and it's all good. Right, let's make it big. Here. This is the thing. Let's start. Oh hey, no signal. You came out of the TV. Ooh. Oh hell no. This is the story of a girl who grew disillusioned with one of her sisters. Soon it became animosity, and not long after that she distanced herself completely from said sister. Wait, why are you talking like this? There's a little story I want to tell you. Alright, so it's about herself, but really it's about Jill and Gabby. And Anna's here too. With time, the girl would become attached to her eldest sister, looking up to her achievements. All I can look at right now are those boobs. Oh, come on. Not now. Said sister would even marry the girl's best friend not soon after. And after the girl went into college, said sister would quit her job. The sister was worried sick about leaving her baby kid alone, prompting her to quit her high-ranking job. What if I hire your high-ranking lips? Shut up. The girl, even as an adult, felt betrayed. Her role model sister went against everything she held in her high esteem for. She was no longer a child, and yet she felt like a part of her had crumbled. So this is Alma's sister, right? It's saying the same thing over again, though. Yeah, so we haven't learned. It's not important so that Anna can distract us from it without us missing anything. Hey Joe, I can lift your sweater. You want to see? I bet you want to see. All right, enough. Enough? Shit. Peace out. I mean, I know the girl is you and the sister is your eldest sister. Please get to the point. Right. The point is, if you don't face her, she will be heavily disappointed. She's trying to make amends with you. That must take courage. Lots of it. Yeah, you're right. My mouth's dry. Can I get a beer? Right. A beer. Man, I am going crazy, aren't I? Alright, with Anna, that was weird. Because Anna's if Anna's in our imagination, then it's a manifestation of Jill, so it's not that weird because Jill and Alma have this rapport. But if Anna is some kind of digital entity, then it's weird. It is not the same. There we go. Here. Thanks. So tell me, did you and this Gabby girl get along? Oh, yeah. I've never had brothers and sisters, but once Lenore introduced me to her as her sister-in-law, she got so excited about having a new sister that she clung to me a lot. I helped her in her studies, read books with her, played with her a lot. She was pretty much my sister too. I have to leave, but I'll tell you this. As both a big and little sister, if you don't grant that girl the chance of talking to you, I'll never forgive you. Yeah. Oh, there's a small New Year's party this Saturday if you're interested. Oh, sure, I'll be here. Remember, I won't forgive you. Well, you'll be there for it because that's when we're gonna meet Gabby. So, having her be sexualized is weird for me because she's not my type. So that's one of the weird things about sexual attraction is that especially like writing it into a game, is like if the viewer, reader, player isn't into it, it is kind of weird. Yeah. I'll go take my break. Alright. Whoa, you were here? You were quite absorbed in the conversation just now. Jamie even said goodbye to you, didn't you hear? Anyways, call me if anything comes up. There we go. Man, they didn't. Oh, I guess. Maybe they made. I guess it did double up some of the days. I was gonna say they didn't make enough save slots for all the days. It's less chilly today. Jill, kid's looking for you. Oh shit. Hey. Norma. Ew. Wait, I thought Gabby was coming to the New Year's party. Maybe I misremember. You're back! Oh, fuck you. You do know I'm not giving you any drinks, right? Crap, I said it out loud. Yeah, actually, I wanted to thank you. Ew, she thought it was for her. Thank me? Well, for starters, by not complying and giving me alcohol. I thought it was for her too. Everything else would have fallen apart if I had some.
Aw, so responsible, Joe.
I kind of faced my mom and told her about the pressure she was putting on me. And I said I wanted to figure out what I wanted to do. And? Well, she didn't speak to me for 2 days. After that, she told me it'd be a waste to spend my money in a university just for me not to give it my all. So she's told me to still go to the college course, but that I was free to explore. Glad to hear that. And well, I wanted to thank you for that. Me? If I just rushed headfirst into my original plan, things would have gotten ugly. And you were right. I would be hurting her for the sake of hurting. So thank you. Don't worry about it. I'll leave before it's too late outside. Be careful. Yeah, me as somebody who earns half my living or a portion of my living through online tutoring and the rest of my living through teaching at college, I have seen it. I have seen the pressure. You know, I have kids come to me, kids, 20-year-olds come to me, and they got bags under their eyes, and they're so panicked, and they're like, they're really struggling in physics class. Like, they're not getting anything, but they're like, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this. And I work with them, and they're super stressed, and that stress rubs off on me. And like, I can tell that their parents, like, they feel like they have to put on, they have to do well, they have to put in work to like earn the love and respect of their parents, and it's heartbreaking.
Aw, so sweet.
Shut up. Hey Jill, mind helping me here? Sure. Make me a Bleeding Jane, please. On it. Bleeding Jane for Gil. So hopefully it's actually Gil talking and not Anna making us think that it's Gil talking. Alright, Anna. I don't even remember what you said past times we spoke. Thanks. Hey, Joe, do you hate me? Hate is a harsh word. Not against you directly, but rather the fact that only I could see you. Like I told you, if they wanted, they could see me. And why could I? You're the main character, dunno. What are you?
A cute girl.
Right. You okay, Jill? Making a lot of faces there. Hey, sometimes people just make faces. Just remembering stuff. Could you give me a hand here and serve a beer, please? Sure. So, I imagine Gil must be serving other customers? Or else it's just Anna making us think it's Gil asking us. Thanks.
Would you lighten up if I showed you I can interact with the environment?
Maybe it'll spook me, but let's try.
There!
Can't see anything.
You sure?
Yep. So I wonder if this is supposed to, I mean, clearly it's a fourth wall break to some degree, but Alma could also like hack into this space. I wonder what that's supposed to mean story-wise. It doesn't connect with me logically. I'm not supposed to know, I don't know what this means.
Weird. Nobody expects the Dorothy Inquisition! Dorothy Inquisition, Dortho Inquisition, ouch! A blood bit my tongue! Can't believe I'm using the spare tongue so early in the night. Honey!
Ah, hey Dorothy.
I'm making a quick stop for a drink. Can I get a fluffy dream?
Sure, a fluffy dream for the Dorothy on the go. We have had a whole lot of drink making and not much conversation. I guess that means we're making money. Dorothy, how do you feel about tons of alcohol tonight? There you go.
Thanks.
Oh yeah, before you leave.
What, you guys throwing a New Year's party too?
Yep. And everyone's gonna be there, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Sure, I'll be there then. Well, I got things to do, so...
You do? Who does what? Sorry, I sneezed. Come on, it is not that weird for a person to talk to themselves. Weird sneezes.
Anyway, I'm out for now. Oh yeah, Joe, take care of Becky, please.
Who the hell is Becky? Who's Becky? Who's what? You said... I said nothing.
Okay, fuck that noise. Fireworks are sold out everywhere. I'll need to get them through more shady means.
She's gonna buy them from the internet. She'll find them and put us all at risk of burning. I'll make sure there's an extra extinguisher at hand. Please. Well, I guess that's it for today. You sure you're fine? I am, don't worry. Hey Jill, mind if I ask a silly question? You've seen my clients, you can assume I don't mind silly questions. Silly answers can get on my nerves though. Sorry, what'd you want to ask? You know why they call them cat boomers? I mean, I guess their second set of ears look like a cat's, but the word boomer seems so out of place. So last century. Not so much when you consider it's not them, but their parents who were called such. No? Let's go a bit back first. You do know why cat boomers look like that, right? Because they went through some anti-nanomachine rejection treatment while they were still a fetus, right? Wait. I thought they went through surgery to get cat ears. I thought there's actually a lore reason for why the people have cat ears that isn't surgery. It's called the Yamakasi Romanova treatment. Or was it the Romaneko Yamada treatment? Let's call it the catification procedure. It was not only the first successful genetic treatment on a fetus, but also the first way to fight nanomachine rejection. Oh, so it was intentionally growing cat ears on the baby. By choice of the parents. That seems like a terrible idea. Moreover, that research had a bit of a rocky story. Funding got cut in the middle of it at a critical point that could make or break the whole thing. Not to mention Zaibatsu Corp's record of not addressing nanomachine rejection at all. The rest of the research was funded by Maki Stengovich. Was it Stengovich? Let's call him Stengovich for now. He's a businessman whose unborn daughter got diagnosed with early nanomachine rejection. Stengovich funded the research, and in a desperate move, his wife offered herself and her daughter as test subjects. There's so many new proper nouns, foreign names, but also she doesn't know which is right, and so there's like many options. But this has got to be a bit though, right? It's got to be intentional for a bit. Of course, the experiment was a success. The girl, Sylvia Stengovich, didn't die. She became the living testament of a scientific breakthrough. But then, the story of how things played out for Sylvia got sensationalized in the media and created a weird fad. Parents made their unborn children go through the catification procedure even if they had no ailments at all. All because one particular girl, whose life got saved through that treatment, became a media darling for a bit. A whole generation of kids with those cat-like protrusions got born. And their parents got called cat boomers. A generation of parents obsessed with those cat-like features. I feel like this is something Gil would know, living in this society. Or at least this is a weird time for them to be having this conversation. This feels very, as you know, Bob dialogue. The fad quickly passed, but the term remained in use. Eventually, Cat Boomer just started being used for people with the protrusions instead of their parents. You keep calling them protrusions. Why is that? So that's what they are. You didn't think those things on their heads were ears, right? Sure, they can be moved because they're somehow connected to the facial and ear muscles. Plus they can move like a cat's and react to their mood. But in the end, they're just appendages with no real function. Huh. It still surprises me a bit though. The biggest mutation they get after the treatment is just that. Those ears are a small miracle on their own. People have been born with no eyes for less intrusive procedures. You really thought they were functional ears, huh? Let's say I learned quite a bit today. Thank you. Don't worry, I feel like I should apologize for talking so much instead. And keep in mind, I'm fucking up the terms. I don't want you saying someone got protrusions because of a catification procedure. I'll keep it in mind. Well, wait! What? Yeah, the guy's name was Stengovich. I just remembered Sylvia Stengovich was around my age, and when I was a teen, there were some TV specials featuring her. Wait, so we're a lot, like how much older than the other girl? I guess it could be just a few years. And I just remembered I had the biggest crush on her. Now that I think about it, that crush had me very confused back then. And did you need to shout just now? Sorry. In any case, I'm out for the day. Alright, careful out there. Mistake 0. Balls of booze and no firecrackers makes Dana a dull girl. We got less than 2,000. So even though I thought we were... Yeah, so we must have 2 days left. Okay, if we have 2 days left and we make no mistakes, we should be fine. Maybe even if we make one mistake. Alright, we don't have to buy anything new today. That helps too. Very nice day. Been talking a lot with that Alma girl. Jealous. Alright, what are these all new? These all might be new. Socks with sandals. Birth rates decrease as the youth prefers Lilum Company. At the beginning of this century, the idea that people would rather be with robots instead of other humans was treated as a joke. But the reality is that the convenience of these kinds of relationships have become immensely popular among Glitch City's youth, to the point where birth rates are beginning to decrease at an alarming rate. Annie May, a 17-year-old student, agrees with the general sentiment. It's just so much better than dealing with other people, you know? You can just make your own perfect partner. Oh, and sex is amazing. Don't even get me started. It's expected that new regulations will soon be announced to address the situation. Being only with Lilum can be tiring, though. This is giving me very strong, like, anti-gay propaganda vibes. Oh no, we can't allow our kids to have gay relationships, or they won't have any kids, and we won't have any grandkids. That's not how it works. And then like a 17-year-old student agrees. Oh yes, you looked far and wide for an expert, and you found a 17-year-old student. Wearing socks with sandals in public is now a crime. Gods be praised. First silly law I'm all in for. I like to say we have the freedom to wear whatever we like in the streets of Glitch City, so long as we adhere to decency rules. However, that's about to change. Glitch City's Department of Public Decency has declared that wearing socks and sandals together is a punishable crime. If convicted, the guilty face 3 days in jail as punishment for using that abominable combo. But what do you think? Should we wear whatever we want, or should the fashion police of high society decide for you? Whatever the case, I think I'll simply stick to the right side of the battle. Goodbye, socks and sandals. Oh, can we unsubscribe from this newspaper? I don't want to read. I mean, it's so bad it's good, right? That's why we subscribe to it. BTC closing 40% of its bars in Glitch City. The British Trademark Council, that's what BTC is facing some economic troubles in Glitch City, and it looks like they're on their way out. Blaming rising inflation rates and a weak currency, the BTC has given the order to disband almost half of its recreational businesses in the city. That's the public reason. What was the actual reason? Was money laundering, right? But they're not releasing that to the public. We can't keep doing business like this. Glitch City has a negative impact in our earnings and we can't continue in the red, a PR representative told the Augmented Eye. Oh yeah, this. Late to the party, Augmented Eye. Prime Minister Quincy, on the other hand, thinks the BTC is just too greedy. They make a lot of money already, and now they're crying because they can't have more? Give me a break. Danger You. We read this one. We read this one, I think. Yep. The only new one. Surviving in Glitch City. Any tips for a new friend in this wonderful land? Oh boy. Self-deprecating thread. Don't trust in white nights and don't go out after 5 p.m. unless you want to get mugged or murdered. Bring a portable chair everywhere. You'll have to line up for flour. Lol. Get used to eat what you find. Shortages are getting out of hand. I've been eating rice with butter for months now. I guess it could be worse. Don't jinx it, please. I have enough as it is. So coming here was a mistake. Why would you come here anyway? Visiting family, but now I want to take them out. Do it while you can! Yeah, airlines are leaving the city, lol. Soon we won't even be able to escape. Crying face. Can I even get some weed in this crapple somewhere? Yeah, I just PM'd you about a good dealer. Who says PM? That was so like 2008. This thread is closed. Alright. Unless I'm mistaken, my grandpa lived here before they turned it into Glitch City. Alright, that is all the new stuff. We're gonna save. Hopefully there won't be... There won't be notifications next time we log on. I hate it when there's repeat notifications. Alright, only a few days left, and then it will be time for the New Year's party, and then it'll be time for Chapter 4 out of 83. Who knows how long this game is. Anyway, I've said all my predictions before. Gotta get Kira Mickey coming back probably tomorrow. Is there a date for it? I don't know. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this episode of Valhalla. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you thought in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more Valhalla and other awesome games. I'll see you next time. Bye!